Shalom. This is your brother Tazaki back with another lesson. Lord willing is quick, edifying to the point. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem 𝐤𝐄𝐿. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, and 𝐤𝐄𝐿 is the name of His only begotten Son. Yahweh means He lives, He exists, and 𝐤𝐿 means He saves, the deliverer. It's not Jesus Christ. I don't care what y'all believe at this point. I don't. I also want to give double honor to the elders, apostles, and prophets out of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. All right, this lesson's, I don't know what I'm going to title it. I'm just going to go in the spirit. Lord willing, He give me a title by the time I'm finished. But we just going to get him and try to explain some. I don't know. Seems like it's a lot of static. Niggas want static out here. But we'll see. Anyway, James 5, we're going to start at 4. I'm going to read the KJV version. So to follow along, motherfuckers that's following along, trying to learn something sincerely, if you can't understand the KJV version, you can follow along in the NLT version. How about that? Is that easy enough for you? I hope so. Because I don't feel like teaching this to nobody tonight after I'm done with this video. Anyway, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord, powers of the Sabaoth, which that's talking about 𝐤𝐿, because it's lowercase, all the letters ain't capitalized. Again, when the letters are capitalized, so when Lord is all caps, that is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, speaking. And if it's like this, just a capital L, and the other letters are lowercase, it is talking about the Savior, the Messiah, 𝐤𝐿. It's not no so-called Jesus Christ. And I'm not going to keep explaining that. I'm not. Anyway, yeah, let's keep it moving. Oh, this is talking about Israel. This, you know how we get cheated out of our wages, got us doing these jobs and shit, they barely pay us. I don't even talk to the 2/3. I'm talking to, this for the elect, but I'm talking to the 2/3 too. And y'all, they even know it. And they want to walk around here getting paid by I know who they getting paid by. But some of these motherfuckers want to walk around here as if life's good and shit. As if. You see what we got to do for money? To even get a taste of what they got. And they got all the money. The rich, super rich elites got all that motherfucking money, got more money than the people you know combined. All the people you know combined, one rich elite may have more money than all of them. Y'all do not know who rule this world. These so-called white folks rule this world. The ones y'all never see. The ones that be in these jets and shit all day long, wasting money, back and forth, doing reconnaissance on people, on the man of the elect, or the man they want to watch, pretty much. Keep an eye on for whatever purpose. I'm not going to get into that. Let's keep reading. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. That's definitely, ooh, yeah, let me read that in the NLT because I don't know who. Ye have spent your years on earth in luxury, satisfying your every desire. You have fattened yourselves for the day of slaughter. They could be talking about our people, 2/3 niggas. It could definitely it's definitely talking about the heathen, and it's most assuredly talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. I can't miss that fact. So it's gonna get all you motherfuckers highlighted. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. Yeah, right. Anybody preaching this truth 100%, shit, yeah. Who have we executed with our own hands? Or who have the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem 𝐤𝐿 executed in their own way? Oh, okay. Be patient, therefore, brethren, until the coming of the Lord 𝐤𝐿. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. Be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door. It ain't talking about just anybody judging. He's talking about the prophets. Be careful judging each other. The true prophets of the Lord. Not no Bishop T.D. Jake, none of that bullshit. None of them. None of them. The only ones I know to follow is the Great Millstone. That's who I know. Shit, 100%. They teach 100% doctrine. I don't give a fuck about all the other shit. I don't want. It's not up for debate with me. Okay, so save that. For somebody that want to hear it. Again, let's go to verse 10. Take my brethren, the prophets, the true men of the Lord, who have spoken in the name of the Lord 𝐤𝐿, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. We all know his affliction in the New Testament, damn near. Okay. Once again, The name of the Lord is 𝐤𐄏. It is not Jesus Christ. It is not Yeshua. None of that shit. And the Lord's name damn sure ain't no Yahweh. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. It's false. Now prove me wrong. You can't. Okay, moving on. Verse 11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job. Yes, we have. And have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful, end of tender mercy. Whew, I know Job pissed off if he back. Ezekiel 34. Ooh. See what this talking about. And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture are men, and I am your power, saith the Lord. Ooh, it's both of them. Yeah, and ye my flock, the flock of my pasture are men, and I am your power, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. Put it like that. Both of them talking. 1 Corinthians. They ain't gonna take that long. See, I'm already breezing through it. Calm down. 14. Gonna be an easy, light lesson today. 1 Corinthians 14 and 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Basically, that's saying, pretty much saying, if you was a prophet at any time in your life, you most likely gonna come back as a prophet. So if anybody was a prophet in their past lives, then what are you doing today? Whatever you're doing now, evidently matters to the Lord. And what am I doing most of the time? Trying to do? Teach. Yeah, like now. Anyway. Ooh, I can't wait to see the news tomorrow. Let me read that one more time. In the NLT, remember that people who prophesy are in control of their spirit and can take turns. Ooh. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the church. I'm glad I ain't married no more. Inside joke. Isaiah 30. I think I like this one. I don't know what this about. Move it out y'all way. Judah warned against Egyptian alliance. Judah, the so-called African Americans, Negroes, niggas, whatever y'all want to call yourselves. Y'all, we are Hebrew Israelites, and I'm not going to say that no more. I don't care what you want to be called after that. Anyway, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walks to go down into Egypt, America, Babylon the Great. It's talking about America spiritually. That go down into Egypt and have not, because they was doing the same shit they doing they was doing back then. They doing the same shit. Well, back then, the Hamites, look up Hamites, or ask the GMS brothers, because I ain't going into that tonight. The other Africans over there that sold us into slavery. They sold us to these white folks, and they know they did. That walked to go down into Egypt, America, a.k.a. America, Babylon the Great, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. For his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hanes. They were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them, nor be in help nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach. The burden of the beast of the south into the land of trouble and anguish, from whence come the young and old lion, the viper, and fiery flying serpents. They would carry their riches upon the shoulders of young asses, and their treasures upon the bunches of camels, to a people that shall not profit them. For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. Salakia, give me a second. All right, Isaiah 30 and 8. And it reads, now go write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that would not hear the law of the Most High. Our people, we talking about 2/3 now. Yeah, the Lord only care about his people. He definitely talking to you 2/3 niggas and you other nations. Y'all too, that know y'all Israelites. I'm talking to all y'all, all 12 tribes, and the chart's been out there. I ain't going into it tonight. Better do some Google research, 12 tribes of Israel, figure out who you are. God damn it. Salakia, Abba, and Lord. These motherfuckers get on they get on my nerves with the mind games and all the bullshit. Anyway, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. That's what they worried about. Let me see what they're saying in NLT. Forget all this gloom. Get off your narrow path. Stop telling us about your Holy One of Israel. Yeah, we'll see about that. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Ooh, boy, y'all lucky. It ain't time yet, because Yahushua got some motherfuckers he gonna kill. Well, gonna have the 2/3 kill them. I ain't even concerned. And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He talking to you 2/3 niggas. This is what's gonna happen to y'all. All y'all. And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessels that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a sherd to take fire from the hearth, or to take water withal out of the pit. Read that in NLT. See if they got it right. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power, the Holy One of Israel. Ooh. In returning and rest shall ye be saved, and quietness in and confidence shall be your strength, and ye would not. But ye said no, for we will flee upon horses, therefore shall ye flee, and we will ride upon the swift, therefore shall they that pursue you be swift. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain, and as a sign on a hill. Boy, I hope y'all learned this something, because I definitely am. And I done read. And therefore would the Lord Yahweh wait, that he may be gracious unto you, and therefore will he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. For the Lord Yahweh is a power of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him. Yeah, I see what it says to wait on Yahweh, but you ought to be more concerned with his son Yahushua, because he the one that's coming back to save the elect of Israel. Then that's it. That's it. For the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more. He will be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. When he shall hear it, he will answer thee. At that time, he may be talking about after America's destroyed. And we won't weep no more after this shit. Yeah. Unless you the elect in America, Babylon the Great, then he'll answer. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah got us. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left, ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver, in the ornament of thy molten images of gold. Thou shalt cast them away as a minstrel's cloth. Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence. Reading NLT. Then shall he give the rain of thy seed, that thou shalt sow the ground withal, and bread of the increase of the earth, and it shall be fat and plenteous. In that day shall thy cattle feed in large pastures. The oxen likewise, and the young asses that ear the ground shall eat clean provender, which have been winnowed with the shovel and with the fan. And there shall be upon every high mountain, and upon every high hill, rivers and streams of waters in the day of great slaughter, when the towers fall. Moreover, the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun, and the light of the sun shall be sevenfold, as the light of 7 days in the day that the Lord Yahweh bindeth up the breach of his people, and healeth the stroke of their wound. Behold, the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shall coming from far, burning with his anger, and the burden thereof is heavy. His lips are full of indignation, and his tongue as a devouring fire, and his breath as an overflowing stream shall reach to the midst of the neck, to sift the nations with the sieve of vanity. And there shall be a bridle in the jaws of the people, causing them to err. Ye shall have a song as in the night, when a holy solemnity is kept, in gladness of heart, as when one goeth with a pipe to come into the mountain of the Lord, to the mighty one of Yasharallah. And the Lord Yahweh shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall show the lightning down of his arm with the indignation of, ooh, yeah, let me get up for this one. Ooh, wee. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall show the lightning down of his arm with the indignation of his anger, and with the flame of a devouring fire, with scattering and tempest and hailstones. Have y'all been watching the news? Like, what the fuck y'all think been happening? If y'all been seeing anything weird, so-called weird happen, and these motherfuckers try to explain it away why it didn't come to America, oh, that must be mercy. Maybe some of us need to stop giving these motherfuckers mercy. They think it's a joke, but we don't. But I think they still want to play. I don't know. Let's continue, Lord. Let's get 31. For through the voice of the Lord Yahweh shall the Assyrian be beaten down, which smote with a rod. And in every place where the grounded staff shall pass, which the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh shall lay upon him, it shall be with tabrets and harps, and in battles of shaking will he fight with it. Ooh, boy. Let's go to Amos 5. I was enjoying that one. Damn. About to get in the spirit on that one. I was finna start going off the dome, boy. Lord had to, about to start getting on niggas' asses. Yeah, oh, all right. We're going to read verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. For as much, therefore, as your treading is upon the poor, and ye take from him burdens of wheat, ye have built houses of hewn stone, but ye shall not dwell in them. Ye have planted pleasant vineyards, but ye shall not drink wine of them. For I know your manifold transgressions and your mighty sins. They afflict the just. They take a bribe, and they turn aside the poor in the gate from their right. Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. Man, I know we're in an evil time now. What's up? Yes, sir. Just teaching. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so the Lord Yahweh, the power of hosts, shall be with you as you have spoken. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Therefore the Lord, the power of the host, the Lord Yahweh saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandmen to mourning, and such as are skillful in lamentation to wailing. And in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith the Lord Yahweh. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? I despise your feast days, and I would not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy voice. Do I get any more? Ooh, 27. Uh-oh. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. Have ye offered unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel? But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch and Chim, your images, the star of your power, which ye made to yourselves. 27. Therefore will I cause you to go into captivity beyond Damascus, saith the Lord Yahweh, whose name is the power of hosts. Yeah, I thought so. All right, Isaiah 49. Listen, O owls, unto me, and hearken, ye people, from far. The Lord Yahweh had called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother had he made mention of my name. And he had made my mouth like a sharp sword, in the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft in his quiver hath he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord Yahweh, and my work with my power, Yahweh Shah. Any more? I guess so. 15. Well, they lucky tonight. And now saith the Lord Yahweh, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord. Yahweh, and my power shall be my strength. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, which is Yahushua, to him whose man despiseth, to him whom the nations abhorreth, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because of the Lord Yahweh that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. And that's it. Oh no, is that it? I'll get more? Hell yeah, about time. Thus saith the Lord, in the acceptable time have I heard thee, in the day of salvation have I helped thee. And I will preserve thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritages, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth to them that are in darkness, show yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pasture shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that hath mercy on them shall lead them. Even by the springs of water shall he guide them. What's up?
Sorry to interrupt.
Uh-huh.
So we have a 10 p.m. curfew.
All right. Now I will make all my mountains a way, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim. Let me go and get this, wrap this up, because they scary as fuck. Anyway, let me get Jeremiah. Oh, we gonna get it. Might have to do a part 2. We'll see. Jeremiah 23. That's one, at least. Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord Yahweh, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces? Therefore, behold, I am against the prophet, saith the Lord Yahweh, that steal my words, every one from his neighbor. Behold, I am against the prophet, saith the Lord Yahweh, that use their tongues and say, he saith, behold, I am against them that prophesy false dreams, saith the Lord Yahweh, and do tell them, and cause my people to err by their lies and by their lightness. Yet I sent them not, nor commanded them. Therefore they shall not profit this people at all, saith the Lord Yahweh. And when this people or the prophet or a priest shall ask thee, saying, what is the burden of the Lord Yahweh? Thou shalt then say unto them, what burden? I will even forsake you, saith the Lord. Saith the Lord Yahweh. Ooh. And as for the prophet and the priest and the people, then we ain't gonna even get it. We gotta unfortunately get in the house. Some unforeseen. Oh, we got more. Yeah, we gonna do a volume 2.